Call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love.
Practice English with music. Number 3. We're going to look at one of the most memed pieces of content ever. The song Hotline Bling by Drake. So what we're going to do is, we're going to listen to 2 different parts of the song. Then look at and focus on some different vocabulary and grammar from each part. Then listen again, and then finish with a summary of the overall meaning of these lyrics. And if you aren't super interested in the vocabulary and the grammar, and you just want to know what he's trying to say with these lyrics, skip ahead to this time. Or if you just want to know what the hell the chorus and the song title means, skip to this time. Okay, so let's start. Listen to the first part, then we'll talk about it.
Ever since I left the city, you got a reputation for yourself now. Everybody knows and I feel left out. Girl, you got me down, you got me stressed out. Cause ever since I left the city, you started wearing less and going out more. Glasses of champagne out on the dance floor. Hanging with some girls I never seen before.
Okay, here we go. Let's break down part number 1. So he starts by saying, you got a reputation. And what he's doing here is he's using have got. Except he's making it even more informal by dropping have and just using got. And have got can mean 2 different things. First, it can mean to have or possess. I've got 2 older brothers and a younger sister. Meaning that I have 2 older brothers and a younger sister. And have got can also be an informal modal or auxiliary verb that means must. And in this case, it's always followed by a verb in the infinitive. I've got to get a new job. So Drake is using the first meaning of have got. And like I said before, he's making it more informal than it already is by not using the word have and only got. For example, I got no money. Or an example of the other meaning with no have, I got to get a new phone. Next, Drake uses 3 adjectives. First, he says that he feels left out, which comes from the phrasal verb to leave out and means excluded. So he feels like he's not involved. He's excluded. He's not part of something. Then he says that he's feeling down, which means that he's unhappy or depressed. And he also says that he's feeling stressed out. So he's suffering from high levels of stress. So what about you guys? What do you do when you're stressed out? Let me know. And he finishes this part of the song with the line, hanging with some girls I've never seen before. So he's using the phrasal verb to hang out. But again, he's doing the same thing he did at the beginning. He's not using the complete phrasal verb. He's dropping the word out. And hang out just means to spend time relaxing or enjoying yourself. And it's used a lot informally and in social situations. All right, that's it for part 1. Now, listen to part number 2, and we'll do the same thing.
You used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. I know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing. I know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing.
So that was the chorus. And he opens by saying, you used to call me. I made a post on Instagram about used to, which can be both an adjective and a modal verb. And in this line, Drake is using used to as a modal verb, which is used to express actions in the past that you did frequently, but now in the present, you no longer do anymore. So he is remembering and reminiscing about a period in his life when somebody used to call him, meaning that in the past, this person called him frequently, but now doesn't call him anymore. Then he says the name of the song, Hotline Bling. And when he says hotline, he's making a reference to a direct phone line that is set up for a specific purpose. And you'll see this word a lot with advertisements, especially in the past, so that customers can reach out and talk to somebody immediately. So what's he saying? He's using hotline in reference to his cell phone, And then he's using the word bling to mean ring. And to finish the chorus, he says, that can only mean one thing. And remember, the word mean has multiple meanings. As an adjective, unkind, spiteful, or unfair. And as a noun, it's the average of something. And as a verb, just like it's being used here, the word mean means to intend to express or indicate, to signify. So he's saying that when his phone rings late at night, there's only one possible reason or meaning for that call. All right, breakdown over. Now let's listen to the song again, and then we'll summarize the overall meaning of these lyrics.
Ever since I left the city, you got a reputation for yourself now. Everybody knows and I feel left out. Girl, you got me down, you got me stressed out. Cause ever since I left the city, you started wearing less and going out more. Glasses of champagne out on the dance floor. Hanging with some girls I never seen before. You used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. I know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing. I know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing.
So what's he trying to say in this song? It's super clear that he's talking about a girl from his past, maybe an ex or just somebody he had a relationship with. And you can look online to find out exactly who he's talking about, but I'm not trying to get that deep and use people's names. So from the first line of the song, we know that the setting starts around 2009. He says, ever since I left the city. So he's talking about when he started to become famous. He left his hometown of Toronto. He started touring the world, making a bunch of money, and then relocating to LA. So we can pick it up from there. Drake's living in Los Angeles in between traveling the world. And she's in Toronto. But now, she's got this new reputation. She's going out all the time, hanging out with some new friends, dressing a little more provocatively. And all of these changes have affected Drake. He's feeling left out, depressed, and just stressed out about everything. He remembers the good old times when she used to call him all the time. And he especially remembers when she used to call him late at night, because he knew that if she was blowing up his phone at those hours, there was only one thing that was going to go down.
I've been really trying, baby, trying to hold back this.
Okay, so that's the end of this one. Please, let me know what you guys think. How can I improve? Which song would you like to see next? I'm sorry if it's noisy in the background. I live in the middle of a big, loud capital city, and I love it, but I know it's not that good for doing voiceovers. So I'm sorry if it's loud or if the sound quality isn't the best. I promise I'm working hard to improve it. And remember, I want to make the videos that you want to see, that bring value to you. So please keep giving me all the feedback. I'm so grateful.